What's going on, everybody? Respawn Gentleman here. So today I'm going to showcase the Hunter's Crossbow and compare it to the PK Crossbow to see how it stacks up. Let's get right to it. Starting off with some basics about the PK Crossbow. In order to unlock this, you need to give either 4 electrical stations or water towers over to the PKs to unlock it as a reward. Now, the amount of damage it does increases as you level up. So as a level 9 character, you will have 994 damage on this. It shoots 5 shots per clip, and it's a rapid fire weapon, which is really nice. One of the downsides to this weapon is that it cannot be carried over to a New Game Plus, which means that once you start New Game Plus, you have to go back and get through the second half of the game just to unlock it and get a chance to use it again. So for some basics about the Hunter's Crossbow, this one you unlock by buying it from the Chapter 2 vendor, Shu, and you just need to reach level 9 with her, and then you will be able to buy it from her. So one of the cool things about this is it does have 6 shots instead of 5 like the PK Crossbow does. So you get 1 extra shot before you have to reload. Reload time is exactly the same on both of them. But another really cool thing is that it has a special ability. You can kind of see it on screen here that anytime you use the parkour shot ability, which if you're not familiar with that is basically it's a skill that you unlock that anytime you do some kind of parkour move or sliding, jumping, whatever, and then you hold down the shoot button, it will actually slow down time and kind of let you shoot something a little bit more precise, which is really nice. But what's great is that when you do that with the Hunter's Crossbow, it actually stuns your enemies. Now, I have tested this on basically every enemy except for volatiles and tyrants. So I know that it does stun goons and demolishers and banshees, and basically anything it doesn't kill in one hit, it'll stun it. So that's absolutely fantastic, especially if you're dealing with some enemies that, charging at you. You definitely want to use that to kind of help give you some room if you need it. The other thing is that I haven't tested this personally myself, but I do believe that because this is a chapter item, that means that whenever you start a New Game Plus, this will carry over because all of the other chapter items do, like the outfits, the other weapons you unlock, things like that. So it makes sense that the Hunter's Crossbow, along with the Ballista Bow and everything else in there, will actually carry over to a New Game Plus, so you can start a brand new game with a crossbow if you so choose. So next we're going to talk about the ammunition a little bit for the PK Crossbow versus Hunter Crossbow. So on the PK Crossbow, as soon as you unlock it, you actually get a ton of blueprints. You can kind of see them down here. We've got a lacerating bolt, an impact bolt, a stun bolt, and a regular bolt. I think there's one more that I'm missing in here somewhere. But you get several different bolts that you can use in your weapon, which is fantastic, but you have to craft them basically. The other way you can get them is if you go to the Chapter 2 vendor. They do have a section where you can actually purchase the bolts for this crossbow, which is really nice. And then the third method is if you just duplicate them with a friend online, then you can do that well. That's kind of the 3 ways that you can get the bolts for the PK Crossbow. Now for the Hunter's Crossbow, there's no actual blueprints for the bolts themselves. You do have to get them one of 3 ways. Again, one is the multiplayer duplication glitch, which I just mentioned a second ago. The other way is you can purchase them from the Chapter 2 vendor, just like the other crossbow bolts. And the third way is actually just completing the regular mission for Chapter 2. If you do that, it actually gives you 30 bolts just for completing it for the Hunter's Crossbow, which honestly, it doesn't take that long to complete. I have a full guide kind of giving a breakdown. I'll leave that in the description below if you're curious about that. But it's a really easy way to get a ton of bolts without even thinking about it. So you don't have to worry about trying to find materials. You don't have to try to worry about, getting enough tokens and mutation samples to purchase it. You just literally do a mission and you get free bolts. So that's fantastic. So the way I like to do the testing on different weapons is to check out how do they fare against a demolisher and a goon. And the best place to get a guaranteed demolisher and goon in the same spot is actually right here on the map. It's in the Horseshoe District at right behind Jack and Joe's camp on this bridge next to this parkour challenge. So I'm going to do the PK bow first. And just to show you also, I am playing this on hard mode and I do have the Ranger gear equipped. So this is just to show you the most damage it can do on the hardest difficulty. Obviously, if you play on easy or normal, it'll be much faster. So just keep that in mind. And also, I'm a terrible shot, so you could probably do it a little bit better than I can. But let's take care of this demolisher first, if I can get him in the face. So that took me a few clips to get through on the Demolisher. Again, I did miss quite a bit of shots. I did not headshot him every single time. That's on me. Again, I'm a terrible shot, but you can see how much damage it was doing when I did get those headshots. And so let's do it on the goon real quick. So it still took a whole clip. I actually had to reload to get that 6th shot in. So I'm gonna go actually test the Hunter's Crossbow now. Okay, so we're back again. Again, I'm gonna show you, I'm still playing on hard mode, still wearing the Ranger gear. So let's take them out this time. I'm gonna start with the goon. He's a little bit closer. Actually, he's walking away. Let's go with the Demolisher this time. If I can get his attention. Here we go. So that one actually just took me 1 clip plus the 3 that I had because I forgot to reload. I think I got more headshots that time, but here we go with the goon. Now I know I definitely missed his head a few times. I did that last shot was definitely on his shoulder. So again, it's honestly from between both of them, the way they are, they're almost identical. I do think that the Hunter's Crossbow is more worth it because you should be able to carry it over into a New Game Plus, and the fact that it's got that extra special ability of being able to stagger enemies, including the Demolishers and Goons and bigger enemies that normally don't really stagger all that much. And it's got that extra shot in there. I just think, completely honestly, I think that the Hunter's Crossbow is better than the PK Crossbow because of those factors. But as far as damage-wise goes, they're honestly about the same. There's not really much difference between the two. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Dying Light content, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.